Good job, Commander. The Allied leaders have been liberated, and you've driven the Soviet army out of France. Tanya is currently working undercover and acquiring the latest intel on the situation.
If I knew anything, I would tell you!
Tanya?
Commander! Lieutenant Eva! Huh. Out here in the field, things get a little messy sometimes. Not so neat and tidy like they are back in the office.
Can you please brief the Commander on our current situation?
Certainly. The Reds hold Heidelberg. I'm gonna get Sergei here to give them the location of their headquarters. The only thing I can't do is take it out for you. That, you're gonna have to do on your own.
Good old Sergei. He resisted as well as he could. And you figure, you just tell and just be like, I don't know. But then again, you wonder if you would make it back. So obviously the Soviets would kill you. So, would the Americans do the same? I don't know.
You're doing very well, Commander. We've pushed the Soviets back to their headquarters at Germany at Heidelberg Castle. You're going to have to access the city by river, as the Soviets' bases will be heavily fortified and heavily defended. When the time is right, you'll have access to the Vindicator bombers to strike designated targets. Let's drive those Soviets all the way back to Siberia.
See, this is the kind of stuff I was hoping we would get into, you know, where we're fighting in Germany and pushing in Germany and France, where inevitably you would just cut a line between Spain, like just Southern Europe and Northern Europe, and just cut a swath through Germany all the way down to the hills of Italy. And you could really push out the peninsula, get rid of the peninsula forces of the Soviets, and then worry about going north, or at least northeast for the rest of the campaign. But I don't know what's going on.
The Soviet headquarters is located here in Heidelberg. Your mission is to set up base and destroy the headquarters. Here is what we need you to do. Escort your mobile construction vehicles upriver. Intel suggests that the Soviets may not be expecting an amphibious assault.
Wow, that was some detail. no suggestions where anything's at. Just go across this water and then go up from the water and do whatever. One of those times. One of those times, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at that pretty face.
The Soviets don't know we're here yet, so we should lay low and escort these MCVs upriver. Then set up a foothold by building a base for an assault on the Soviet headquarters. If possible, try not to destroy too much of the city, Commander.
Yeah, don't destroy too much of the city.
I like this one.
Trying to remember, do we get any of these? No, we don't. We're all air. He's got all the ground, so we're just gonna have to deal with all air units. The twin blades will be here. They'll be annoying. Very nice to annihilate them though. With just gotta watch out for those rockets. Watch out for those rockets.
Let me show you around.
Rockets.
Welcome to Heidelberg, sir. I'm Commander Lisette, and I've been assigned to support you in this mission. I might not look tough, but everyone who's underestimated me is no longer with us.
Why would you need to look tough? We're not asking you to lift 50 pounds here. We're just asking you to, clap some things together and say, beep bop 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 beep beep. Come on.
Of course, my friend. Let me show you around. Steady. Let's see what she can do.
Kinda like this Jamaican accent. I do.
Yes. I like this one. Let's see.
Your Hydrofoils can toggle between two weapons,
Let's
a standard
see.
attack and weapon
Let's take
jam.
the
Target
sonic
those Tesla
beam.
coils with the
This
jam,
puppy.
and your co-commander's dolphins should be able to approach them unharmed.
Hydrofoil. Take their guns away.
Gotta love dolphins. And that was one of the things that I actually liked, the fact that one of the factions gets living life. Because it used to be squids. They used to have squids that would do this.
Hydrofoil.
Then it became,
Let me show you around.
you know what, I don't even think, do they have dolphins? I don't think the Allies had dolphins in the second one. I think it was mainly
What we gotta do?
just the Soviets using Squids. Mind-controlled squids. Or maybe they did have... Ugh. It's been far too long. Far, far too long.
Your naval forces will continue on to their destination, but your job is here, on dry land. Build up a base and then turn your attention to the Soviet headquarters. Be on the lookout, sir. They know you're here.
Well, I would know I was here too when I see this big-ass vehicle going down the damn stream.
Bad news, Commander. The Soviets have constructed an Iron Curtain. This structure allows them to make their forces invincible for a short amount of time. You'll need to take it out.
Oh, no. And you notice where I'm at? I'm at the bottom one. I'm not at the top one. I'm at the bottom.
Building. New objective
Arm
received.
response. On point.
Let's see.
Lock it down.
Get some boys in
The
blue.
Soviets appear to have
and
built
some
their
buildings.
base with the majority of their power and resources
There's
in
the
vulnerable
buildings.
positions. Striking at those targets should significantly reduce their effectiveness in defending against our attacks. Options. Building.
Oh.
Europe belongs to the Soviet Union now, and I am here to ensure it will remain that way.
I like that response. I really do like that. He seems very intimidating.
Construction complete. New construction options.
He seems very
Building.
cocksure, as they say.
Prospector on duty.
Construction complete. Building.
What were these? These things are like... yeah, sustainable fuels. They don't even tell you what's actually in this. Just clean burning sustainable fuels. What does that
Enemy
mean?
base detected.
Are you telling me it's all natural gas or what? What are you telling me?
Building.
You burning bodies? Is that what they're doing? Soil and green?
Construction complete.
And something to note, you will always have
Construction
trouble
complete.
with electricity as the Allies because you don't get a big factory. Or you don't get these mega
Building.
our good mega plants like they do. It's kind of like when Red Alert 2 had the atomic generators for the Soviets, so you had a nuclear power plant you could use, and then the Allies had, I
Construction
think
complete.
we had two
Construction
styles of them,
options.
if I remember right.
Building.
If I remember right.
Upgrade complete. New
And
construction
your main
options.
gimmick in this operation is to focus on, I would say, air power. Air power, this is a great way of demonstrating good air power usage. You want to knock, so if you can...
Commander, the Soviets have set up shop down here and have me completely surrounded. There's too much heat for me to leave safely. I'm gonna need you to come down here and get me.
Construction complete.
No, so if we
New
save
bonus
Tanya,
objective
we can use
received.
her in these operations as well. So she's very good for what she can do. But
Insufficient
what
funds.
I'm saying is we knock out these. Once you knock out those power plants, you can start doing bigger bombing runs and be able to take out the Iron Curtain with ease. Because, as demonstrated,
Advanced
they are not
aeronautics
very
upgrade
bright with their
authorized.
power usage.
Need something out of your way?
It's their Achilles heel.
Insufficient funds.
Let's see.
Enjoy the show,
Drop it
my
on
friend.
these guys. Wipe them out.
You're in good hands, my friend. I'm all yours.
And I think this is the same guy, the same voice actor who does the Bullfrog, I think.
Cryoshot ready.
Need something out of your way? I'll just pay them a visit.
A unit is under attack.
I'll see you back at base.
Yeah, so if you take the setup like 2 of these, and then start doing bombing runs, it's all over the Soviets. So, and we don't have, I think
Enemy
we
units
have,
detected.
I think we have Liberators. We have a couple Liberator tank styles. They're not as tough as what you would have with like Hammerheads, but
Our
they
base
are
is under attack.
efficient.
Construction complete. Our ally is under attack. New construction
Need something
options.
taken out? Don't worry about a thing.
Let's see if we can take that out.
Our ally is under attack.
Oh, okay, they're not Liberators, they're Guardian tanks.
Building.
Still.
All is
Fairly
well.
good.
Just watch.
And, as I said, I'll try to take that out, take that out. So, take out these two first. And then we work on what can come next.
Enemy base detected.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
I just wish we had more resources. That's always the catch with this. There's not enough. Let's see what they do.
Select target.
Let's see if this frost does anything for me. Yeah, well, I've got a few units.
I'll send you whatever I can.
Enemy units
Just wipe them out. It's not hard. Oh, just that mixed infantry is never a good idea when the Soviets have bears.
Enemy base
I try to avoid mixed infantry. Hey, you know, as soon as you get vehicles,
repairing.
infantry just fall by the wayside.
It is time, isn't it?
Especially when you're the Allies who can use and utilize vehicles that do far more.
Insufficient funds.
We'll be on our best behavior.
Far more than that. What are you doing?
Got it. I'll
Just,
take 'em
just
out.
take this out. Just take this out,
Enemy
please.
units detected.
Hang on.
You know,
I'll be there
I'll
before
stick
you know
with the attack plan just because you're leaving vehicles right there
A unit is under
for units to be taken out.
All is well.
Settle down, boys.
Insufficient
Command on the
funds.
line. Affirmative, sir.
And you want to watch out for these guys because they will tear you apart.
Capital.
And remember, always pay attention to these costs because they will creep up on you. It's not fun.
Affirmative, sir.
These are 950. They're not as expensive as Hammerheads or any of the other vehicles, but they're weaker.
Guardian tank awaiting
And being weaker, you have to do more for them.
What's it gonna be?
Look at all the bears. Look at them. Look at them. They're all like, we're going to attack. We've got the skills. And they didn't make it.
Guardian
Enemy
tank good
units
to go.
detected.
It's almost as though it wasn't a good idea to take bears who can't claw metal out of the field.
I'm all yours.
Let's see.
Ready as always.
And normally I have at least two sets. Two sets of those bombers will normally take out a single building in a run.
Guardian tank awaiting
Insufficient funds.
Normally.
Enemy base detected.
And it's the same strategy that you can use in Red Alert 2. Not so much Red Alert 1, but Red Alert 2 paved the way for Allied air superiority in a lot of ways.
You had enough. We're on it, sir.
Even though this game does paint the Soviets as being far more competent in their capabilities.
Guardian tank. You heard the
And
boss.
Sky Tech.
Gentlemen, let's move. You heard the boss.
Brought those guys over, brought these guys over.
Gentlemen,
Oh,
let's
they're
move.
still producing these. Okay, I gotta
Approaching area.
Could you imagine hitting a bear with a tank?
A
Oh,
unit is under attack.
sure that would cause at least one bump, right?
Come on, boys.
So, come on.
Enemy units detected.
Affirmative, sir. Of course, sir. You heard the boss. Capital.
Okay. And for some reason, the enemy never uses the secondary. I don't know why they don't use magnetic mines, because
Moving out, lads.
that would be
Our
pretty
ally is
good.
under attack.
Definitely.
You
Made
heard
me
the boss.
deathly afraid. Deadly combination of overconfidence and that. Ugh.
Building.
There's more where that came from.
And there's these guys, these are sickles, and those are dangerous. And he is dead.
Enemy units detected.
Take it
Our
down,
ally is
boys.
under attack.
Thankfully, the Terror drone died with the tank.
Waiting for this, sir.
If you remember how it used to be, where Terror drones were crazy, and Terror drones will become
He causing
a
trouble.
mainstead to fight us, especially since we no longer have Soviet Union doing
I'll be right here.
Guardian tank good to go.
what they normally would do, which is use infantry. So they've moved away from infantry, and they're now using these guys.
They've been asking for this. What's the next play?
Oh, we lost somebody. Did we lose somebody, or did we?
A good time, I said.
No, he just didn't
Yes, my
drop
friend.
off all of his stuff.
What's on the agenda? He
Knock this
causing
out.
trouble.
Enemy units detected.
This is it,
Surveillance
boys.
suite ready.
I'm assembling a team now.
We'll
Fire
shut 'em
shot
out.
ready. A unit is
He
under
causing
attack.
trouble. Affirmative, sir.
Terror drones. Never get used to them. Always hate them.
Building. Enemy base detected.
This is it, boys.
Nice work. How about giving me a helping hand with this other part of their base?
Yeah, I may actually have to help her out. I mean, sure, you know, you don't want to be intimidated or feel the
Enemy
need,
units
but come on.
detected.
Guardian tank. What's it gonna be? Tank awaiting deployment.
You're in good hands, my friend.
Some infantry out here.
Building.
Guardian tank awaiting deployment.
Easy time. Need something out of your way?
Construction complete. Insufficient funds.
You're in good hands, my friend.
Guardian tank ready as always.
And I think I'll take my Guardian tank and roll it over to the other side because it seems that my ally
Capital.
is far too incompetent to do his job. Sadly.
What can we do?
And that is, I do like that.
Insufficient
Little
funds.
brewing company for Germany.
Ready as always.
It's very nice.
Moving out, lads.
Enemy
Molto
units
bene.
detected. Enemy base detected.
Another one, eh?
Our base is under attack.
You should do okay.
Our ally is under
I
attack.
hope.
A unit is under attack. Insufficient funds.
Something you always got to pay attention to because the pathfinding will lead your troops right in front of enemy guns, and that's not fun. It's not fun to look away and then find half your team's gone because you weren't paying attention for a split second.
Select target.
Guardian tank at your service.
Come on, come on. Something.
Insufficient
Dispose
funds.
of this rubbish.
Oh no, get rid of that. Oh no.
Is infected.
Come on, boys.
Enemy units detected.
Open fire. Open the message, sir. We're on it, sir.
See, and for some reason I don't understand why, but for some reason
We're on it, sir.
our female commander over here does not. You figure that they want to take and build these characters up as competent commanders. That if you tell them to go do something, they do it and they succeed at it.
Moving out, lads.
That's what you want.
With pleasure.
And I would have actually liked to fight two commanders on the Soviet side constantly.
It is
Fun
time,
too.
isn't it?
This
A
is it,
unit
boys.
is under attack.
All the lads have been waiting for this, sir.
Oof.
Approaching area. Open fire.
No terror drones, thank you.
Now
I
get
don't
there.
like terror drones. Terror drones are not fun.
Objective complete. Unit lost.
Terror drones make me sad.
You think you are so clever.
I do.
Blowing up this reactor, blowing up that reactor. You've only breached the outer defenses.
Our base
I wish
is
I
under
was
attack. Building. A unit is infected. Building.
I'm all yours. Need something
Enemy
out of your
units
way?
detected.
Don't let up, lads. Awaiting deployment.
Oh no, he's got a terror drone. Another terror drone. And I can drive this back, and what I need to do, and what I will do here in a moment, is I will get a guy.
Lads. We're on it, sir.
And get a roll this puppy out and
Our
let it
base is under
die.
attack.
What's it gonna be?
And there goes the terror drone. Gets into another unit.
Under attack.
Gotta pay attention to those,
Insufficient
'cause otherwise they will hop, 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 hop,
Enemy base detected.
crush everything.
Gentlemen, let's
Then I'm gonna let them do that. They'll expand.
Cryo shot ready.
I should be able to
Enemy units
expand
detected.
and get some more vehicle action out.
affirmative, sir.
And speaking of which, where's my,
Insufficient funds.
no, I probably didn't
Our
even,
base is under attack. On
they haven't even
hold.
built another one of these yet.
Agenda. Could we be of help, sir? We're on it, sir.
Let's take these out.
Of course, sir.
'Cause these are all gone and the only thing left are terror drones,
Select
right?
location.
Guardian tank at your service.
I hate terror
Coming
drones.
right up. You heard the boss.
Spook me.
Be on our best
Enemy
behavior.
units
This is it,
detected.
boys.
Enemy base detected.
Let's see.
Back it
Trying
up.
to
We're
save
down
this
here.
guy because
Ready
he's
as
actually
always.
worth saving.
Well, let's have it then.
Get that ultimate level up. It's fantastic to keep those guys around. And it's actually something I'm happy that they kept around because it makes units feel useful, feel like they've learned something, and makes you, as a commander, care about them more. Because again, they have experience, and experience is not
New
something that can
construction
easily be
options.
replaced.
No complaints. Gotcha.
A unit is under attack.
Let's deal with this.
Guardian tank good to go.
Have that dealt with, we won't have to worry about the Soviets anymore.
This is it, boys. Equals in trouble.
Posty.
Enemy units
Commence firing.
detected.
Let him have it. With pleasure.
I'm trying to remember what were these targeting planners?
Objective complete.
So it just takes does more damage if you target something. Something I'm not even bothered with. Well, you know what? Let's see it. Let's see what will happen when we do this. That's nice. Very nice.
Where's the party? I'll take it.
Keep at him, lads. Guardian tank.
There we go. And again,
Enemy base
you take
detected.
out the outer defenses. Now there's no air
Our
defenses.
ally is under attack.
So this was a mistake on their end, is to have their outer defenses
Detected.
not be saved by us. Well, saved from us, I should say. And for some reason they haven't used. I think at this point they'll start using Iron Curtain, but I know that as you've seen and as I've seen, they won't use it or have not used it since we came.
Sweep ready.
Come on.
Guardian tank good to go. They've been asking for
A
this.
unit is
Oh
under
no.
attack.
Coming
Okay, that's not that bad. No, that's bad. That terror drone was like, hey, I'm actually going to do something deadly. I don't like that.
That's him. Line him up. Approaching area.
The best part is you can sit here and just bomb these and take these out. I think 4 of them would be best.
Building.
4 and 4. And you get your dividends paid with these units, so it's not like, you know, you take them, put this money into a tank, and the tank can only do so much. See, like that, that's beautiful. Took those 2 out.
Complete.
You can come back down, just boom, 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 boom. I think the AI follows this to an extent. You see, they're using some air units. Boom.
Enemy units detected.
Ah, there we are. So, huh. Iron Curtain defense.
At your service.
Building.
I remember when we used to sacrifice a lot of this stuff just to get that little bit that you could get with it.
Could we be of help, sir?
Enemy base
Just a
detected.
wee little bit of advantage.
Of course, sir.
Especially when you're fighting Yuri or somebody else, or if you're fighting a Soviet commander who had a power plant, a nuclear power plant, you fly it over and bomb
Our
it.
ally is under
Once you
attack.
blew it up, or wiped out half his base. Ooh, the face of anger. Face of anger.
Need something out of your way?
Construction complete.
Gone. Iron Curtain's toast.
A unit is under attack.
You're in good hands, my friend.
So you've managed to destroy the Iron Curtain. No matter. My apocalypse tanks will grind you to dust, with or without it.
Yeah. We haven't even seen an apocalypse tank, so
Take your turn, boys.
until I start seeing that, I ain't scared.
A little tidying up, eh? We'll show him out. That's him. Line him up.
A unit is under attack.
Affirmative, sir.
Unit
Moving
lost.
out, lads. Capital. Gentlemen,
Wipe those guys off.
This might work better if we coordinate our attacks on the same target. Strength in numbers, you know.
I don't know why they keep talking, because
let's move.
the first thing you probably played, the first campaign you probably played, was the Soviets. You weren't playing as the Allies, so I don't know why she's even talking.
Enemy base detected.
Settle down, boys. Command's on the line.
A unit is under
Terrible.
attack.
Send them home.
Especially when she's supposed to be like, I would figure like the Ivy League commander, where, oh look at, well, you know what is it? It's the sneaky style.
This is it, boys.
And I think the other two sold all that stuff. Then we can build more of this stuff,
On
but
hold.
I need
Cancelled. Building.
power plants. And again, like I said,
Select location.
gonna need resources.
Enemy engineer detected.
Need
Enemy
something?
base
I am all
detected.
yours.
Construction
Gonna need
complete.
power constantly. There'll always be a constant struggle.
Building.
Constant.
Guardian tank good to go.
Yeah, why would you waste time with any of this? Well, wait. I may end up having issues. We'll see.
Ready as always.
Let's see how this goes. This should be fun.
A unit is under attack. Unit lost.
Great work, Commander. That went better than I expected.
Well, yeah, that was easy. Just goes to show, strike at the jugular and you win the mission. Yeah, let's see. How did I do structure-wise? Yeah, more structures, more resources. Yeah, constant. The only time I got a chance to get more resources was moments ago, before I even completed the mission, so let's see, what was my... Yeah, it was 10 versus her 1, which is just ridiculous. And a lot of the things the AI does is buffoonery, but hey. You can't expect people who couldn't even beat the Soviets in Great Britain as I did to end up pulling this off, so... Yeah. An easy mission, a gimmick mission, and a mission that demonstrates the ability to abuse the AI on how you would use air units. And with almost every game that has air units in an RTS genre, they either are the most useless unit or they are the most powerful unit. So, in the case of the Allies, they're always used as artillery. So, there will always be something that you can fly over the enemy, drop on them, and then pull back, because they're not as effective as a single unit that can stay there. And that honestly is what I would expect from the Allies.